Hi everyone, and welcome to our tutorial of how you can increase your inference time, or I guess decrease your inference time of Stable Diffusion by a couple hundred times, just by implementing three key techniques, which we'll kind of explain and run through in this tutorial. To give you some background about the tutorial, we're running this on NVIDIA A10, if you want to know the hardware. And what I'll do is I'll also post a link in the description of the video to our blog post where you can actually get access to the code samples and maybe a bit more description of why we're doing each step that we're doing. So to start, we need to install some libraries. So that's the Transformers library from Hugging Face, DeepSpeed, which is one of the kind of frameworks you'll see in previous videos as well as future videos that we use. It's great for optimization of both inference and training, the diffusers library, and then accelerator as well. So let's just go ahead and install those. Cool, went pretty smoothly. Now let's go and start our code. So to start, let's just import the diffusers. So what's nice from Hugging Face is that the diffusers pipeline automatically takes care of all the steps in terms of the variational autoencoder, the UNet, and the text encoder. And so it kind of does it all in one go. So the one that we'll be using is the open source model from Comfus. I think I spelled that right. That we'll be using, and we want to make sure that we kind of load it on the GPU. Well, then I'm just going to copy some code on how we're going to measure latency. So we're going to start off just conducting just the baseline test of no optimization, just running the Stable Diffusion pipeline and seeing what the latency is. And we'll kind of use this. We next need our prompt. So I want to a astro So yeah, our prompt is going to be an astronaut riding a horse on the moon, and then we can just use the measure latency function we just created. There's just two things that are obviously not imported here. So the one is we need to import the perf counter, and the other one is import numpy as MP. And then we should be good to go. So let's go and run this. So again, this is just our standard Stable Diffusion model. Diffusion pipeline. Sorry, that's my bad. Cool, so I think typically this takes about 8 to 10, sorry. I think this typically takes about 8 to 10 seconds. What we're also doing is we're running kind of 12 loops. So just to give us kind of like an average latency. So I'll speed this up a bit in the video, but yeah, it's going to basically take, I guess, 100 seconds after 10 loops. One thing we forgot is to put print measure, since we're actually returning the output. So let's just run this again. Cool, so here we can see our average latency was about 11 seconds, which is not great. So 10 loops actually takes pretty long. So the first thing that we can do to actually improve it, and it's quite a simple kind of implementation, is just implementing to use 16-bit precision instead of 32. So this just helps. It has like faster performance, so it allows you to like utilize memory a lot better. That it actually just leads to a speed increase. So we're going to do torch float 16. So one thing is we must just import torch module. And then if we rerun this, we should, I think, get about a 50% speed up. So just remember our base 9 is now just under 12 seconds. So let's see how quickly we can do what this change actually does. Cool. So as we see now, 5 is our 4.97. So more than a 50% increase, probably closer to almost 3 times. So yeah, as we can see, that makes a massive difference to that model. The next thing we can try to do is use DeepSpeed. So DeepSpeed has this kind of function called .init inference, and basically it just takes a couple parameters So the first is the model. So we need to just get certain attributes of it, and it's basically just pipe from the model and then pipe again. We then need to specify its number of GPUs on our machine, which is just one. Then the D type, which we know is torch.flow16. We then need to say if we're going to replace any kernel objects, which we just put as auto because we probably don't know the optimal one to actually do it with. And then replace with kernel injects, we're going to set to false. What replace kernel inject does is DeepSpeed usually replaces certain kernels with CUDA optimized components, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and it doesn't actually work in this instance, so we can just set it to false. So now if we actually do that, we should get another significant speed up. So now our benchmark is 4.97 seconds. So let's see how the speed up happens. Cool, and here we get actually a latency of 2.76, so phenomenal increase, so almost halved it from that just using DeepSpeed. And then essentially the last thing we're going to do is use PyTorch's inference mode. It's the same as NoGrad, which you can see is coming up. I just prefer inference mode, it just makes it easier to understand for me. But essentially what it is PyTorch, as you're running it, it stores certain versions and things when you're training and like kernel bumps and things like that. So by saying inference mode, it actually doesn't do any of that. So you'll see that the improvement here is pretty negligible, but we can shave off a couple of kind of 100 milliseconds. So it's worth giving it a try. So let us see. Cool, and 2.76 again. So again, not really much change, but sometimes it does make a difference. And yeah, that's basically our tutorial on how you can get DeepSpeed to be, sorry, not DeepSpeed, Stable Diffusion to be under um, 3 seconds. And yeah, these are definitely things that you can apply to lots of different verbs. Other models, again, just to iterate, changing from 32-bit precision to 16-bit using DeepSpeed and then torch inference mode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you again soon.